Hi guys, June 5. Sorry we haven't been broadcasting lately, but we've had the most dreadful battle at a local level. I'll just pick up our little sign and show it to you. We've got a little mall in the centre of Wellington, and it's been a political battle to try and hold on to it. We've lost it. We've lost our little mall because now we're putting buses through this mall. It's been a pedestrian-only place for the last 30 years. And me and a group of people put a lot of effort into trying to raise the public awareness about this issue. As in other places around the world, there's a certain amount of apathy. And also people feeling actually crushed by the system and feeling that they aren't listened to, so why should they bother? That's a lot of problem. Anyway, we've lost that battle and we're moving on, and I just want to talk briefly about something which is even more serious and eclipsing everything else, and that is the state of debt in the world, and in particular in the good old USA. Of course, I don't live in the US, and so you know, we have to make that clear. I'm down here in New Zealand and we've got our own problems, but the issue is that what happens in the US dominates everything in the world. So when your economy's in trouble, and the saying used to be, well, it was good for GM, it was good for the world, ha ha. Now the General Motors situation looks pretty bad, and I've got to say, you know, that's reflected around the world as well. Anyway, the big issue, the big burning issue for me at the moment is the US debt. Now, I got some really interesting figures. In 1791, US debt was just, would you believe it, $75 million. And it has risen to a little over 11 trillion. Hard to take in, I know, but what we'll do is we'll just go back and we'll go and look at the debt clock. Yep, sure enough, 11.33 trillion dollars. And, you know, it's mind-boggling money. This debt has to be repaid. And here's the problem. It ain't going away. And so who is it going to land? Who's going to end up dealing with this debt? Well, people like myself, my age group, will probably die and give it to our children and grandchildren. Good heavens, it never sleeps. The debt never sleeps, and it incurs interest. And so it grows at a horrendous state. I've been looking at a debt clock. You can go on to Google and actually find this. Just type in USA debt, total USA debt, and you'll end up looking at a debt clock sooner or later, and it's actually ticking over at a hell of a pace as you look at it. So that's the big issue. Are we in trouble? Yes, we're in really serious trouble, because along with the US, there's also European debt, and they're now saying even if the American economy looks like it could be actually about to actually pick up, it's going to be sucked down again by the horrendous European, and in particular Eastern European. But, you know, it's not just Eastern Europe, it's actually France, Italy and Spain and the UK, Ireland. They're all really tanking, and it doesn't look like the US economy has the ability to lift these other cod cases out of the recession and depression that they're in. So it's more bad news, and none of us want to hear bad news. I mean, it's just dreadful, and actually you shut off, and after a while, you know, you just become dead to it. But we've got to come to terms with what's happening, and I've got to say, if we keep living the way we are, it is going to be one big mess. And if the global economy somehow has managed to just hang on by the skin of its teeth, so as to speak. It's not going to last much longer on this basis, because this is a horrendous situation. 11 trillion 379 billion and 581,871.64 Whoa! Now, that's got to stop. You can't keep doing that. Help! Last time we got into this bloody mess, we ended up having a war. It was World War II. It actually stopped the global economy from coming to a standstill. And I don't think that that's a good idea, that we have another war. But I'll tell you, if people get desperate enough, it'll happen. It's just a matter of time. You'll see it all unfold in front of you. So, what are we to do? I'm interested to hear what you have to say about the US levels of debt. Okay, see you next time. Brian, down here in New Zealand, in the Budget Video Studio.